Everyone, today we're going to be working on the Pacifica. We're going to be replacing this top engine mount right here. So by the looks of it, it will be, there's the alternator. Up top, is it by the airbox? Everyone getting ready to look at the motor mounts, and I just found a bad ground for sure. There we go. That's clearly a bad ground. Well, one or probably more to come. Everyone had to pause it due to the mount breaking on me, but look at this. I had to take this off. Consisted of one bolt that was right here, and then there's a bolt that goes right here, plugs into there. Not sure what this third one did. Oh, it's a stud for that piece. Okay, so that's what that did. I had to take off that. I had to take off, of course, the air filter. It needs to be replaced. I thought it was good, but I think it needs to be replaced. And then the filter box. This bolt here is a 10 millimeter. And the box itself was a 8 millimeter. It had 2 bolts on each side. And here's what we're working on right now is this motor mount. I bet that is probably going to be a 15 or a 5/8. Just do this one tonight because I got to go back to work tomorrow in the morning, and this is our daily driver. I wish I had all that recorded. After all that fighting I've been doing for hours, I just took it from the back and nudged it like this and it finally slipped off. I've been fighting this thing tooth and nail for quite a while. Let me see if I can put you right there. Hopefully you'll stay on. Just gotta figure out how to do this without hurting them lines now. There we go. Alright. I cussed this thing for hours, guys. I ain't gonna lie about it. I ain't gonna make it sweet. I'm telling you the truth. I was angry at this thing for a while. Oh, look at this. This is gonna slip back in place, hopefully. Come on. Come on. There we go. Look at that. Okay. Let me lower this down. That's more than it was tightened before, for sure. Now, I'm hoping that's exactly the way, it has to be the way it was because it lined up just right. Alright everyone, now it's time to put this thing back together. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now this seems kind of stupid, but make sure that don't have anything. That has that bottom piece and screw down real good. Alright. I wanted to dump that out because that was fucking not the best situation for an engine. This went in like this. Take this off. Plug that. Does not work very well. That fell right back in the place where it needed to be. That was awesome. Alright, just tightening this up. When we go change oil, we'll go ahead and get the filter.
Yeah, I figured we probably... You got that one under the dash, right?
Yeah, that's already done.
Okay, so we won't have to do that.
That wouldn't have been bad if I wouldn't have been fighting for like 2 hours on that motor mount that got stuck. And then at the end, all I did was barely pry back and forth at the very end of it, and it slipped off. And it wouldn't film me. I was like, come on. There. Okay. Well, what's cool about that, I don't know if I showed y'all, there was insulation inside here so you get less noise from the engine. Alright, so now all I gotta do is hook the
We're
batteries
hitting
back
them
up.
RPM.
Oh god. Alright, Sam's gonna try it out. Alright, try backing up and stuff. Stop. Did it clank any? Well, let's go for a joyride. Yeah, it's still doing it. It still needs the front ones. Alright, well we got the front ones. We can still get it done. Let's go ahead and turn around. Hey everyone, today the Pacifica got some Christmas presents, early Christmas presents. I'm not even talking about these lashes here. I'm talking about this well-needed motor mount. It was the bottom one, and it was the front one on the bottom. If that makes any sense. It was a pain to get to. This one was hooked at the bottom here, and it was a 18 millimeter. Whoops. This part was up top, and that was what, 25? It was a 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It was 20 something, and it was a pain. Well, we got it today, guys. We got it today. It runs smooth. It now has a new dent. It'll be okay. Hey everyone, got the first thing off the list to do today. Changing out the fuel cap for the Pacifica. The light came on saying it needed it. And let's try that out. Alright, let's put this new one on. I'm gonna drive around for a little bit. See if that light comes off. Sure enough, the gas cap light came off. It was right here saying gas cap, taking out the mileage. So that's one thing fixed. Alright. We're gonna replace these mirrors. This one's been shattered, as you can see. Mirrors, you just pry back and it will pop off. You do it carefully, that way you don't break this ring here.
I try to have a bottle of...
I haven't worked on this other side yet, so I'm gonna get that done.
I got those. I do have paper towels on there in the door.
I got some there.
Just gotta be real careful with it.
Yeah, yeah, the whole car looked like that. It was gross.
That side's popped out. Okay, let's carefully shimmy. Try to be as careful as possible. Okay. That's about off. It's kind of hard to do with one hand.
It's careful. Don't let that glass pop out. And, ugh.
You gotta be careful with it.
Yeah, because we don't need stitches.
Not
today.
just that. There's...
Alright, so the bigger one is the passenger side.
Okay. Ooh,
Ooh, look at that.
look at that, guys. Came with...
Hey, oh, dude, that's huge. Get a picture of that for Nick. Hold on. How you take a picture?
Like that button. There you go. That's fucking
That can be your
huge.
thumbnail.
Yeah.
It had two.
And you unplug this piece.
Hold on, it went blurry because you were moving your hand.
Oh.
And it was trying to focus. Focus! Well, we can't really see what's happening because Gage's hand, but you know.
It's kind of stuck on there right now. The other one just pulled off. There he goes.
Don't touch your hand. Ooh, good
There we go.
Lord, Gage.
Finally got that off. You can see the heating elements right here. It's kind of neat. Anyway, we got new ones from the junkyard. From the junkyard, we're going to clean up. It should pop right back in place. I got this popped in there. You had to be careful, but also firm with it. Put your hand like this and wiggle it around. It'll pop in there. I got the other one in there. We just got to adjust them the way we need them. Be ready to go. Alright, what we're doing right now is changing the air filter. Yeah, we got that. There's the old one, nice and yellowed, and now have
What is that?
some nasty on it.
Now, is it bad or good?
It's yellowed.
Well, it's maybe yellow paper. Mine was the last one I bought.
That's going to
Anybody
replace
need
it.
some wrapping paper?
Alright everyone, it's time to change the oil in the Pacifica. it calls for 1030 on the oil. The oil filter is a MO/090, and the size is a 3/8 drive 93 millimeter oil filter wrench. There we go. And the size for the socket you're gonna need is a 13. Alright, we're gonna start the oil changing process. You got a 13 millimeter socket. There it is. The oil drain plug is at the very bottom, the very back there. We're gonna get that started. There you go, it's draining. There we go, starting to drain. Looks like someone stuck a new oil drain plug on this thing at some point. Looks in really good condition. The rubber's in good condition, so that's awesome. Oil actually looks really good. That's pretty cool. Not milky or nothing. Alright, we're gonna start filling it up now, and I'll see you in a second. I think the person that owned this car before that did the maintenance work, possibly the owner, really cared about the car because they actually put a Mobil 1 filter on it. And if you don't care about a car, you're basically going to be putting a Fram filter on it, because I think that's the cheapest filter, and a Mobil 1's a pretty expensive filter. I personally like to use the OEM brand. For this would be Mopar, so that's what we went back with, is a Mopar. There it is. Whoops. Damn it, gauge. Gotta clean that up. But yeah. So yeah, they were taking care of it. Alright, so I'm just gonna go and start it now, let all oils flow. Yeah. That's good, no knocking or nothing. Let me check down here, make sure ain't no leaking going on. Don't see any. Go ahead and check on it periodically. Make sure it's good. Good thing I was changing it. It started to get a little chunky on us there. As you can see. Not bad though. Not too bad. We'll leave this here for now. Clean this mess up here in a second. Here's that Mobil 1 filter, so you know they were trying to take care of it. I'm gonna wipe this off, take this to AutoZone. Hey everyone, today we got some good progress done on this Pacifica. We got the cabin air filter changed, the engine oil filter changed, the oil changed, the motor mount on the top changed, the one on the bottom changed. We didn't do the one on the very back because it was still good. We got the gas cap changed. The light came back on because it needs to transfer pump, but still running fine for now. We'll save up and do that on another episode. We also got the mirrors done. Is there anything else you can think of, Sam?
I don't think so.
Awesome. Well, I hope y'all like, share, and subscribe to keep up to date with this vehicle and many others that we might be getting. I hope y'all like the video, and I'll see y'all next time.